Okay guys, so that was a bit of a hard choice because we can go Chocobo and get all those juicy triggers, or go Elves and stack Ascension a little bit better and a little bit faster. So I went with, you know, this one, but we'll see which one will be better. We start with the first Ascension now, but next turn we can go Chocobo into Ascension. So hopefully that will be a little bit better. Let's go for this one. I think we can take one plains. Well, to be fair, we don't need it. Let's just go with the forest. We already have one white mana for Erode, so we should be kinda fine. Our opponent is also playing a creature deck. It will be mono white, you know, with sheltered, and they basically guaranteed have it in the hand. So we need to prepare. For now, you know what? I think it's Chocobo. Oh man, we could get double Chocobo. But then we don't have enough. Well, we could play... You know what? I think this is just best. So we go double Chocobo. Now we go Basing Se. We could also go Fabled Passage and stack the most. Okay, let's go for it. Let's go for it. Because it is a pretty good pump. And one Ascension will already be activated. So I kinda like it. Yep, let's get those juicy... plays, because I expect sheltered, so I want to get as much value as I can right now, because one of the permanents will probably be, you know, completely disabled for the rest of the game until we hit Erode. What can we get? Do we go for one Chocobo? Let's go a little bit on the one Chocobo, because if they sheltered this, I'm kind of happy with it. Oh, here it goes, 1+2, 1+2. It's longer casting. Okay, Ethereal Armor. This one will be scary, but maybe if they don't have sheltered, which is wild. Oh my god. Well, that's totally lethal. So we need to kill them on the next turn, guys. It's great. However, Erode comes to the rescue, and well, you see why the card is here. Let's get some triggers, shall we? And we'll also get trample on some of those Chocobos. Let's get on the biggest one. I mean, we have to Erode, right? We absolutely have to do it. We could go Basing Se on something, which is not bad. So, but we need to pay the ward, so it's 3 mana. We don't have enough. Okay, first we attack before our opponent knows that this doesn't exist. And we keep 2 blockers. I will go like this. I think it's good enough. So let's go with this swing, and we see what our opponent will do. I don't think they should block too much, to be honest. But you know what? I think this is thanks to our play with Erode. Because we didn't show that they don't have the script. They play like this is in the board. But it's not. It actually isn't in the board. We pay the ward, we get rid of the biggest creature. I know I could try to be more greedy and catch the next enchantment, because they will need to pump it to 10. But if they have Shard Mage Rescue, that's a losing play. And I cannot risk it. It's just, you know, too much stuff. And here we absolutely got advantage. So, man, this one Erode. By the way, basically the deck is splash to white for Erodes mostly, and a little bit of this, you know, 2 mana artifact that, you know, removes counters the creature. So basically, but it's mostly for Erode. So we could just, they can block. If we get a land, or a way to get it, we can get 1 creature with trample. I think we just take 3 damage. 3 is not too bad. Not exactly the draw I dreamed about. We'll play it after the attack, I guess. We cannot really get too much done here. Okay, this is the play for now. I think we go with... Can we get everything? So they block those, and it's 6 damage. They can block only 1 Chocobo, and then it's what? It's 10 damage, so they get very good counter attack. So that means we cannot attack like this. No, this one. I think we keep 2 blockers at least. This is already lethal, so they need to trade against something. And if we go harder... No, they will just block the big Chocobo. I think we need to get the good chunk of damage. If we got a land and trample, that would be completely different attack. But here we kinda need to go for it. I really like this decision because the second block is not needed. I think they overblock here. And I love it, because that means the counter-attack is super bad. So let's play the elves for better power on the next turn. We still have 2 creatures, and that should be a win, unless they top deck something massive. And guys, this is what happens when they don't get shelter, like, immediately. And to be fair, Erode absolutely saved us this game. Well, listen, I was fair. I said that they didn't draw it, and see, I was proven that they always have it. It's just always the case. And just like this, they are back in the game, and well, we'll see. With this draw, they actually have a chance to win now. Well, how about that? Because they will get double strike on the next turn. So we have a lot of damage, but not enough. I believe not enough. How many? We can only remove 1. I need to remove 2 so I can kill the land. Alright, I guess we play this then. We'll draw a card, but a little bit late. I would just go for the small one. Because I want as many creatures as possible. Next turn is double strike, so very scary turn. We need to keep doing damage. We could keep this 1/1 because we'll remove the counter. It can be from any creature. Each of 2 creatures. So this will be 1 and this will be the second one. Now I want this to block, so we attack with elf. This is actually better. This will be 1, this will be 2. Okay, land. A little bit late, but here we are. And well, we are... See, this one draw of Sheltered actually saved them the whole game. And this is you know, current situation. Sometimes one draw can beat the whole game. But we are still trying to get it right. This will die. So I think we pump this. Let's see what they will draw. So double strike, which means quadra strike. Obviously, they will attack 4 times. Well, not really how it stacks. Inquisitor, not the best draw. Definitely a bit of a whiff. But after Sheltered, it's not a biggest deal anymore. We cannot really do anything here. So our opponent will just gain 7. At least they are not getting 14, because you know, the creature is dead after the first strike. And now we are stacking as much as we can. I guess we could pump the elves. Just to split the damage equally. We cannot really lose anything. We didn't hit a land, unfortunately, which is kind of what we want here. Let's tap like this. 1, 2, 3. We go for Basing, so keep adding to the board. And I mean, if we swing all, they block this, so this is 6, 9, 12, 14. That freaking one. If we drew a land, that would be a win. But we aren't good at magic, unfortunately. Alright, so we'll play differently then. We'll keep still the blocker. And just so we can, you know, keep blocking. And that means we remove counter from here. And I will still remove counter from... Let's go for the Chocobo, because that will be the one that is blocked. Alright, Erode. Nice draw, but a little bit late. So now we already made the play for the turn. We got a very serious damage. We should win on the next turn. I think we chill with the elf. We actually want to lose this forest. So this draw, if they don't get the bomb, they lost. Well, that's a bit of a bump. But not the worst one. I think we can still win for it. 10 life gain. As you can see, this deck is incredibly good at just racing, but with Erode we can solve it, so shouldn't matter, and we get all the landfall triggers. Doesn't really matter, let's just put it somewhere. We split evenly, and that should be a full swing. I didn't really count, but it should be okay. We decline because that lowers our power. We didn't Basing Sazh because we overkill. So guys, we fought for this one. As you can see, Sheltered absolutely skyrockets them ahead. This game would be over 3 turns ago if they didn't draw Sheltered. So that gave them the chance. Because we have like nothing going on. We play Elves, Harmonizer, and that's it. I will be greedy, guys. I think mulliganing is the right thing here. No, I just don't see a good enough value. We basically are mulligan on pretty low value hand. We don't have Ascension, so I'm trying to hit something like Ascension because this is what keeps you going for the longer games. Get the Badger going, doing Badger things. Let's go for Plains. Now this will give Celestia mana. Alright, I mean, we're getting there, but I'm a little bit scared because our opponent is on the play with very good curve, already surveilling. If they have Gorehound, there is good chance it will be Rise the Pass version. So they want the Surveil. I will still give it to them. I think it's worth it. Obviously they will get still a 1-1 and Surveil, and this is in the graveyard, so it's ready for Rise the Past, but I still think it's best this way. We can go Curator, which might be the big card for this game. But they cannot cast Rise the Past yet. Okay, how do we do it, guys? How do we do it? Bushwhack can kill Gorehound, which is nice. They really cared about the Surveil. I have 4 mana. I could play this and get 2 mana to get rid of 2 cards. That's not bad already. But they can kill it. And then we are left with nothing. Okay, so in the end I went for Curator because I still think it's probably the best. And if they don't have immediate answer, we can maybe activate it to 7/7, we'll see. But I think it's good enough. We have a land potentially. Okay, this will be very scary soon. Let's see what they will surveil. This gives us better targets, so of course we don't mind. They attacked? Man, they should not attack with Voice of Victor. I'm not sure if they are seeing the play. But maybe they just count on this doing the work, we'll see. They don't have Sacrifice yet. They're getting a lot of value on this one turn, but they will lose basically everything they had. Let's go to blockers. We kill Voice of Victor, we prevent this. Do we want the landfall? I don't think we do. Not yet. Honestly, very good trade for us. Obviously this will grow, and that's the only problem, but we can erode it. And I think we do it now. Okay, let's get 2 mana. 1 goes on the Exemplar. It's no longer with us. Because they counted on this, probably removing Curator. And this is why they went for this play. But now they, you know, didn't get the removal. It's not 4 power. So now we spend this. Get rid of Exemplar, so it's never back. Mobilize triggers off. And now we can actually, guys, we can actually do stuff now. Worldwagon seems amazing. This will be a tap land. I need to count because we need to exile every single of those creatures. So we can have 2 mana, and this will be so close. Okay, I think this is the play. We get Badger, we kill the Gorehound. They will never block, so we can just do it now. And we have 3 mana, so we'll get rid of 3 creatures. I think we need the Temple, because then we can get rid of every single creature. I don't really need to do it now, I guess. We are not attacking with the land. So basically I'm trying to disable their Rise the Pass, because they are playing so aggressively into it. I think that's what they have. We have 3 mana, so we can get rid of every single creature here. That means they need to rebuild the... Bro, see why I did this? Man, I even paid 2 life and didn't play anything just to make sure that there are no creatures. There is nothing. It's such a weird play they played this. Like, I think they completely missed this game plan that we are going for. And this is why you need to be sneaky about it. And now, well, now the game will change. Hello. Hello. Man, that was a good outplay, I feel. Twists and turn. I mean, we can play the land, I guess. In the meantime, while we are reading, if a creature you control would explore, instead you scry 1, then that creature explores. When this enchantment enters, target creature you control explores. When the land you control enters, if you control 7 or more lands, transform this enchantment. We're not reading the other part. It's been a lot. Let's go for the Badger, because that's how you win. You play Badgers and Cavaros. That's how it's done. But it's kinda crazy. Like, I will be talking more in the outro because, you know, kinda the video will be a bit of a spoiler, obviously, because, you know, this is the deck that won. But you know, I will just explain a little bit more probably in the outro. I'm not fully decided yet. I usually play some games and then, you know, think exactly, you know, what we can talk about that it will be interesting for you guys. Let's go for the Verge. I mean, this has to be Ascension. Kellan is a little bit scary because we know what the strategy is. They will keep destroying artifacts and draw cards. So this is actually super strong play. So you know what, I think we will erode. Probably at the upkeep. Which means that we have a very specific tap here. We need exactly this because we need 1 mana at instant speed for the next turn. Do we? Man, weird. Cannot really use it differently. Alright, let's go Verge. You've been blessed with being the animated land, I guess. And we will erode later. We could hit face now if we do it now, but our opponent gets a land. So I'm not super happy with it. And it's 4. No, it's 2 damage because this has to be tapped. I think slowing them down is actually worth it. Let's go. We do it now so they cannot create any map tokens, but I could also wait until they actually make the play, but I'm not fully sure. That makes sure that the land is tapped, so, you know, whenever you see those colors, they usually can use mana extremely well. So you don't really want to give too much of it, unless you have to. So, we are waiting until the Ascensions activate and we can push more damage. Surrak will be kinda interesting for this match. How about more Kellans in your Kellan's life? Fortunately, we got rid of the 4-drop version for at least 1 turn. So that would be nice. If they spend this turn just to draw the card, I mean, that's a full reign over the next turn for us. I'm pretty happy with it. They don't have any color that sweeps, so I think we should be relatively safe. If they have this mass bounce spell, well, you just take the L. You just take the L, because the card is so rare that you don't really play around it. Again, we need to read it. Look at the top 4 cards. You may reveal a creature card and put it in the hand. Alright, not so bad, it's very slow. So it should be a Chocobo, because that's how we make the Chocobo type of damage. Let's go. I could, I guess, play the Ascension first. Probably a little bit better, after consideration. But now we can go for the Ascension, reanimate this land and hit already for 6. Kinda good, because this is not our main turn yet. This is our small turn. Do we go Surrak? It's not a bad play. So if we expect no sweepers, this is probably better. It costs us 4 damage to do this, but it gets 4 damage back. Oh man, the greed. I should not be so greedy. This is, guys, don't do it at home. I'm going absolutely all in that they cannot sweep this board. If they can, this will be a disaster, but those colors are not very good at sweeping. To be fair, in current standard it's hard to play without any type of sweeper, so there is a chance of like Rebuke or something, or some the 5 mana Poe Weaver thing. I don't remember the name. When you can choose different modes, you can draw cards, copy an artifact or a creature, I feel, or just bounce everything for 3 Poes. Yeah, the animal pose. That's the card. So yeah, I described it in every single detail. It has also author on the art, except the name of the card. So yeah, now you know everything. So I really hope they don't have any of those. And generally they don't seem like having those. Which means that every card that we have here needs to be removed manually in some way. Oh, you want to target my creature? You monster? I will draw a card. See why we did this? See why we did this? Oh yes. Oh freaking yes. Man, it turns to be a very, very good play. Well, here are the triggers, so we can put the... Okay. Something will get trampled. This is the best one. Even though this will get the counters, I think Surrak is already better, bigger. And it also has trample, I guess. Well then, how about at 10-10? I mean, let's make it a surprise, shall we? Swing all! And this is the turn that we went all in. See? This is why you go super wide, so you can... If your opponent doesn't have a sweeper, they just cannot keep up. That was a decent play, but, you know, it's just not fast enough, not quick enough. And this is why you don't see Simic in the ladder, because it doesn't have a sweeper, which, as you can see, doesn't allow you to really play standard. Absolutely donked, man. Our opponent had very cool deck, by the way, but, you know, doesn't matter if you don't have a sweeper. So this is a tricky opening, because we want to play this on turn 4, but we don't have the 4th land. So there is a risk we'll play it on turn 3 for the Ascension to be 1 turn late. So I'm not going for the risk, especially that we have Explorer, which means that if we get to turn 4, we probably can cast it from the graveyard. Let's go for what? I guess this will be a Chocobo turn, so let's go this, Plains, potentially get Erode, and, you know, let's start on this on a healthy, serious note. The Worldwagon can be very good here. Here's the... oh, here is your filthy Badger. And do we kill it? It really feels like the answer is always yes. So let's kill it. Also, we are very mana efficient this way. We used every single point of mana so far. This one was tapped. So, they will reanimate one of the lands. Now, I mean, is this Worldwagon or Ascension? It feels like Ascension generally. And this could maybe attack soon. We can crew it with Chocobo very quickly. And it also pumps on this turn. I will go for the Worldwagon because this card is insane if you can really get advantage of it. We don't have too many basics. Let's start hitting. Let's start hitting. Let's start hitting. The number must go down. This is the only thing we are looking. We are not looking at the cards, the lands. We are looking at this number. It needs to go to 0. Then our purpose is filled today. All right, our opponent going a little bit crazy. It doesn't feel strong, but on the next turn it absolutely will. Okay, so we need to start going a little bit crazy, guys. Oh boy. We definitely need Explorer on the... well, I think this might be even more important. We need to stack this guy. Let's go. Let's freaking go. This will be the land. We're actually running out of lands, guys. That's not good. But we'll play those from the graveyard, hopefully. Okay, and now we have a decent hit. Do we go for the Worldwagon? Yes. Yes, we will. That is a swing. Do we go with Forest? I think we have to be super aggro. This will scale out of existence in like next 2 turns. So we need to already be forcing Cliff on our opponent. Because this is not as good at blocking as it is in attacking, thanks to Menace. So that will give us a little bit of, breathing room, hopefully. And let's see, this will be important. Game will be decided probably in this turn and maybe the next one. I hope... wait, is that removal? Come on, bro. Don't be so evil with stealing my cool Chocobo. It's an undead Chocobo. The first one we've ever seen on this channel, I feel. Oh my god, this is a Chocobo. It doesn't look like it, but it is. And they got a lot of... see? This is just the first turn. Imagine the second. We don't need to because we won the game. Man, I told you, we need to go freaking fast. Let's go. And here it is. We can actually go for this. Yep, we animate this, and this is already 8-9 damage. Well, guys, and there it is, the winner of Pro Tour. And obviously there will be some spoilers in this outro, because otherwise I cannot speak too much about the whole thing. But I won't give you the winner, okay? There is good reason this is just #1 Pro Tour, but Sloth, you spoiled the deck. Well, I will tell you that the final was mirror. So you will see the same deck basically on both sides, which is a good testament of our little lonely Badger being pretty good card. So yeah, before we talk about all of this, our absolute legend for today is of course Decomposed, the #1 deck for our #1 Patreon. That was literally the first one ever. So my friend, I'm so happy to see you still on the channel enjoying those videos. Really thank you for being part of the whole journey, and I hope you enjoy it despite Badgers. This one done this for you, and I hope you enjoyed it. For the deck itself, obviously the versions were slightly different in the final, but not very much. I believe it was like 3 or 4 cards difference, so we wouldn't know which is which even. And definitely Erode is a big part of the new strategy. Look at this, the whole color was literally splashed for Erode and Dyadrine, Synthesis Amalgam. One of the cards we also played on the channel before, and it was really surprisingly cool, but now with all the Earthbending, don't forget, Earthbending is putting counters on land, so you can remove them very easily, get more creatures, get more cards, or just kill your own land for more landfall triggers. And Erode is equally good for killing opponents' creatures and your own creatures, so this kinda offsets one of the biggest problems with removal, that if you get matched with control deck, this is a dead card. Well, this one is incredible in every single matchup. It also costs 1 mana, so it literally cannot be cheaper. So this is one of the most perfect cards as a removal for this deck, and mono green absolutely lacks removal, so it just also fills the massive hole in the, you know, the main deck's gameplay in a way. And it still pumps the rest of the creatures, and with Harmonizer, a single land can be like 6, 12, or 24 damage, so you get the idea. And Ascension is very important because it gives you this trample, and you have seen that having trample or not having it on a 25 power creature makes a difference. So guys, I hope you enjoyed. The video wasn't super long because I think after, you know, those 25 minutes of gameplay, you kinda get the idea of the deck. You've probably seen it before, and listen, I dedicate this winner of Pro Tour to everyone saying, well, Badger is not very good because it didn't have high win rate in the first Pro Tour. Well, because everyone prepared for it. The whole Pro Tour was basically sideboarded against this card, so obviously it's a little bit worse then. But you can see what happens when not the whole tournament is prepared for one single Badger. Suddenly, this deck just runs over most of the other decks. And guys, it turns out that for best of 1, this deck seems to be very good as well. We went 5 wins, 1 loss, so absolutely crushing it, and the only loss was me being on the draw with 3 tap lands and nothing else against Intimidation tactic on turn 1 into Annex on turn 3, and I honestly didn't even play the game. I just scooped before playing a single non-land card, and that was the only loss we had today. Everything else was won. So yeah, you get the idea. Play Badgers, win tournaments. I swear, listen guys, if I'm talking about Badger enjoyment, there is a reason for it. Card is insanely busted, as we can see. On this Pro Tour, it feels like not the whole tournament was prepared to just counter this one card, and it immediately took over the whole tournament. The fact that you get Mirror in the final tells a lot. And there were a lot of other Badger decks too, not in Celestia form. So guys, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you to all amazing patrons for allowing us to cover all those decks, make some cool, fun ones outside of the Badger meta. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.